Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has us set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Oh, he'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Still running for the first time with Case Brown. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Here's Brown. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Brian Branch in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Now Milrow. He couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. To the air, it's Milrow. That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll run here with Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same.
To the goal line and in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Ravens.
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs. And now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd. And you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Williams now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. First carry now for Jaden Blue. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. He's got the 1st down and more than that. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1st and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Raiders.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. Short throw taken by Pitts. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find. And It brings up a manageable second down.
From the 29, here's second down and 6. From the gun, it's Milroe. Moving outside the pocket, taking off. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop. Here's Milroe to throw. Out to his right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down. Throwing now, Milroe on first down. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play there for Baltimore. 32 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you've got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. Brown will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. Picked off by Christian Benford. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this first and 10. Now it's Milroe. Flush to his right. He runs with it. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Baltimore. He is shining postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's to the rookie, the fifth rounder, Torrey Horton. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. This is blue. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take this down to the 2, but a good tackle there. Going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's McCarthy. That one taken in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Raiders. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Whoa! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Milroe. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run it. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he skips away nicely from that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. A carry here for Brown. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Milroe. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Ravens. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first down, here's McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Bowers. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A give. Here comes Blue. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4th. A run once more with Blue. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. A run with the former K-State product, DJ Giddens. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. To throw is McCarthy. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Now McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Vegas. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Come on. On the ground, it's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. It's Milrow. A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he will get into the end zone. Dante Thornton, touchdown Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Blue. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line. On the ground, it's Blue. Not much there, maybe a yard. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. And he's in! Corey Horton. Touchdown, Raiders. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Raiders back within 7. It's 35-28. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Milrow. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. And he's downfield to the tight end pitch. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28. Throwing is Milroe. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Raven first down.
Okay, ready? 65.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ready. Let's go.
Milroe. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5.
60 Eagles.
Now it's Milroe. And he's got another one. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. On the run to the right. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Bowers. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. To the air once more is McCarthy. Forced out wide. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And he'll take it on in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Ready up. Ready. Ready.
On first down, it's Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He keeps it himself. Oh, yeah. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
70, Timberwolves. Warriors, 70.
On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set. 68.
Now Milrow. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. to the air. It's Milroe. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be second down.
Ready? 60 vices, 60 vices.
Milroe gonna throw it again. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Got a man, it's Thomas. Play action, it's Milroe. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Again, it's Milroe. It is brought in the end zone. Dante Thornton, touchdown Ravens. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Marvin Harrison Jr. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Vegas.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Let's go now.
Now Brown. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards. And another first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hot 70, hot 70.
They'll stay on the ground. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Come on, come on. Set.
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Ready?
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Throwing again, it's Milroe. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. To the pylon, he's in. Jalen Milroe. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll throw on first down with Milroe. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
On the set. 19 Tiger. Get up. Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's Milroe. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Milroe on first down. Forced to his right.
think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Blue. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A run with Blue.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That's caught left side by Bowers. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Milroe throwing on 2nd down. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Milroe. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's taken down up past the 35. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down.
Kick the eagle! Kick the eagle!
To throw again is Milroe. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Knocking 18!
Milroe gonna throw it again. This pass is caught by Thomas. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. Again, it's Milroe. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers.
And he's into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Ravens. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. And you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
On the return, here comes Horton. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one swung out to Blue. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Into space. And he will score again. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Vegas. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Now return coming from the 7th. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Get it!
They'll run here with Brown. He's inside the 40, inside the 20, and they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. That's Harrison in motion. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Vegas. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter. But time has expired, and the third has come to an end. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Escaping to his left. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Out of the gun, a give to Blue. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Raider 1st down. On play action, here's McCarthy. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Looking to throw. McCarthy. A big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Now it's Milroe. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Throwing now, Milroe on 1st down. This is intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a dozen. Catch number 12. and a first down. On first down, here's McCarthy. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Throwing again is McCarthy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Lou will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Milrow moving outside the pocket. Throw across his body is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards. Now Milrow on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 4. At the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Milrow. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. first and 10, it's McCarthy. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They cannot stop him. That's 13 catches in the game. That one for a first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's complete to Blue. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Vegas. This is Blue. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Now McCarthy. Out to his right. Now he takes off.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On first down, here's Blue. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal. McCarthy to the air on second down. Oh, a loose football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Milrow from his own end zone. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
19, let's go now.
Here's Brown. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this.
On the set.
Here's first and 10. A carry here for Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Flush to his right. He fires downfield for Pitts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. Now it's going to be third down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
On third down, Milroe. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Now a screen set up for Blue. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Pass right side, that is hauled in by Horton. Now it's second and 1. To throw, it's McCarthy. Headed left, buying time. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Exiting the pocket right. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. And they'll take it in for the touchdown. Greg, they were looking for that big momentum moment, and the defense delivers with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself trailing, especially here in the second half, you're just looking for any spark, and you don't know where it's going to come from. In this case, it comes from the defense not only being able to force that turnover, take it back for 6, and start chipping away at this second half deficit.
On the return is Trey Palmer. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. They'll drop to throw. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. They go play action now with Milroe. Now he'll run it, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. From the gun, it's Milroe. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, With how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Raiders are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the Ravens, as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.